From a town nobody cares about comes a podcast filled with topics and stories from two guys with no limits, no filter, and a whole bunch of nonsense. Broadcasting throughout the multiverse and to galaxies far, far away, thanks to the power of the internet. Here are your hosts, Blake West and Andrew Waddle. These guys right here.
Nice. I had to fart.
Oh, you should have did that instead.
No, man. Because then I got to put my mouth back here, and I don't want to
that wasn't a good burp. That was
eye.
a kind of gross burp.
Yeah. Didn't come down from down deep in the underbelly.
Yeah, like it was kind of sitting there too long waiting on this to start recording.
Yeah. I'm pokey little puppy over here, taking his time. So
Nice.
good.
Yeah, so what's up, guys? We're back.
We're back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the podcast of punk rock, rock and roll, thunder, metal, and totally awesomeness.
I was about to call you out and be like, where's metal at?
Yeah, no, I
Why
said
did you
it.
just say punk rock?
Punk rock, rock and roll, and metal.
We're actually about so many more things than those things.
Well, I just wanted to
I
say
do like that Thunder's in there, though.
Yeah, thunder sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, awesomeness and thunder. There we go.
So, yeah, we're these guys right here. I'm sure you know our names if you've listened to the intro.
If you don't go back and watch the old ones. Or
Yeah,
listen to the
or
intro.
just listen to the intro. It's
Yeah.
still a pretty awesome intro.
It is.
Yeah.
That guy killed it.
Yeah. So, yeah, we took another week off.
Because we're lazy.
Yeah. Well, didn't you have something going on?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I actually don't remember why we took a week off, but we took a week off.
Yeah, I had a bunch of crap.
Yeah. That's the nice thing about being our own bosses, though.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
although I was telling you about that mandatory overtime, I made sure that I could still come do this.
Yeah.
So
that's
I
what's up.
did. That's why I'm working half a day Saturday and then 10 hours on Monday and Tuesday. Yeah, it's going to suck. But
You know, I've done 10 hours delivering boxes,
yeah,
so that's fun.
it'll suck. But hey, I'll get it done. Brought some topics, but
Oh, you
we'll
brought
get
some topics.
Yeah, it was something that I thought
I was going
about.
to say, did you write me a note like in high school days?
No.
Oh.
No, it was something that I was venting and thought, oh, we could get into that, maybe.
Man,
this
we
other
got all
thing-
kinds of stuff we can talk
But
about
this other
today.
thing I got into was actually kind of neat. It was a random YouTube video that came up, and I was listening to it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Well, I would have to listen to it in segments. I would get a call, then, pause it, do my thing, and then have like enough time to listen to like 2 minutes while I was putting on all my notes, and then go back in. Got another call, so I had to listen to it like that all day,
Oh,
which
yeah.
sucked. It was only a 40-minute video. Should have taken me only 40 minutes at work, but no, it took fucking forever.
It happens.
But that was the kind of day that we were having today.
One of those days.
Yeah.
I had one of those days the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah, so everyone, just disclaimer. If I sound really tired or like I'm in pain, it's because I am. But
It's not 30. It's
Yeah.
just pain.
yeah, it's I hurt myself Friday doing jujitsu, and
I
I've
thought you
been
were going to say I hurt
taking-
myself today to see if you could still feel.
Did I tell you that until like literally like a few months ago, I didn't know that wasn't his song,
Johnny Cash or...
Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
But
I
he
know.
focused on the pain.
He did.
To see if it's still real.
He
The
did.
needle.
But I always thought that was his song. I
He
didn't
makes
know
it sound like his.
that it's not his song.
His is... Even Trent Reznor has come out and said,
Yeah.
Johnny Cash does it better than I do.
Yeah.
Oh,
know.
I have to listen to the original then.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
from
Nine Inch Nails is the original.
I think it came
Nine
out
Inch
like
Nails?
98.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it came out like
Blew my
98 or
mind too.
98,
See, you just
99.
learned something today.
Yeah.
It's on the
shit.
album Downward Spiral. I think it was 98 or 99 when that came out.
I'm gonna look that up on Spotify and listen to it later.
Yeah.
Actually,
I mean, it's sad, but it's
It
not
is.
Johnny Cash
It
sad.
is. And I have Johnny Cash's "Hurt" on a playlist because I just love that.
Oh yeah.
With him for some reason.
Well,
he's
it's just the
so-
life he's lived and
Yeah.
the loss he's experienced. Like
That's why,
everything.
like, exactly. Like, I always thought it was his song.
Yeah, I did too for a while, and then I was like, oh shit, that's actually Nine Inch Nails.
Just
Yeah.
don't play it on the air unless you're only going to play it for 14 seconds.
I'm
Yeah.
not. I'm
Yeah.
just adding it to a playlist.
Yeah. He also does that other one. I don't know if it's his or if it's a cover. God is gonna cut you down. You ever hear
I
that
think
one?
that's his.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't sure. That's a good one.
I did go to the Johnny Cash Museum in Nashville once.
Oh,
it was pretty
man.
cool.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah, Caitlin liked it way more than I did, but it was still really cool.
She liked it?
She loves Johnny Cash.
Really?
Yeah, loves
Oh,
Johnny
next
Cash.
time I see her, we are going to have a conversation about JC, not Jesus Christ, Johnny Cash. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Derek's
So,
a big Johnny Cash fan too.
Is he?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's surprising. Like you look at Derek and you're like, you're 21, you probably like all that annoying shit, but he doesn't. He likes stuff from
But I mean, look who his
everything.
brothers are.
Well, yeah, we taught him right, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, he grew up listening to stuff that Aaron and I didn't even like. Like he was like real big into like Buddy Holly, Richie Valens. Trying to think who else. All those I can't remember. He was real into like 50s rock and roll for a while. Little Richard, stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I like Little Richard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little Richard's pretty good.
That's a
Long, tall,
kind of
Sally.
off the wall one.
Yeah.
A womp babaloo, a womp bop bop.
Tutti Frutti, how Rudy.
I was gonna say you're not doing the high voice.
Yeah, that's what he does.
Oh shit. So, anyways, how's your last 2 weeks been?
Not bad.
Not
Busy.
bad, other than work and
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Yeah, and things at home, busy, but not bad.
That's
Not
good.
bad. Yeah, you pulled in, and I know you backed in nicely and everything, but you didn't see we've been doing a lot of landscaping, like out back. We planted a lot of new stuff, and
Yeah, I didn't notice that. I did notice the car though. What car is that? The
what
car that was back the driveway.
Oh, that's the mother-in-law's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, I was gonna
yeah.
say. I meant to ask you in the car, not on the podcast.
That's
but,
okay.
You know.
Yeah, that's okay. That's her. She stopped by, and then she and Rebecca left. They had to go do some things, and so
Yeah, I was like, did Blake get a new car?
no, it's pretty awesome though.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so I've been, doing the whole delivering boxes thing.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. Money is money.
Money is it's not a bad job. Now that I've worked it for a while, I know I talked about it a little bit on the last episode, but it's not a bad job.
Good gig.
Pool tables and ping pong tables absolutely suck balls.
Don't order them.
Yeah,
You're an asshole.
Yeah,
Because pool tables are what, like 1,000 pounds? Not really, but
no, because they're not those kind of pool tables. But the one we delivered yesterday, I think it was like $285.
oof.
And it's just big and awkward, and most people order them room of choice and won't go. Oh, we want you to go up 4 flights of stairs.
Not like
this
the-
guy wasn't. This guy was
Not
cool,
like the pool
but-
table, like my parents.
No, not like one of those pool tables.
Yeah, I
This
don't
is
know-
one
I
like
don't
that
even-
comes in a box that you put together yourself.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't even fucking know where Bob got that thing. I think he said it came from an old bar that closed down on Route 30.
Yeah,
that he
no.
got.
If I went into work and they had one of those pool tables sitting there,
You just get up and leave.
yeah, I'd be like, sorry, I'm sick, and leave.
Yeah, I would too. I'd be like, nah, man, I'm gone. No mas.
Yes, sir.
Oh no, I was just getting my volume back up. So if
Oh.
I didn't
I
listen.
I saw you piddling over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I decided now, since I have been getting a little more involved with you guys here and there, that I keep my mixer volume level just enough so that I can tune in.
Turn on, drop out.
If I, like what I'm about to do, I'm going to do something on the iPad, so I'm going to turn myself completely off to make sure no bumping of the table or anything causes any noises. But
Sounds good.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm trying to
Yeah.
be involved, I guess.
So
Yeah.
If
before
that's
you get
okay
into
with both of y'all.
yeah, but before
yeah.
you get into all that, then let's we talked right before we started this. So gameplay trailer for Elden Ring was
Yes.
released today. You should actually pull that up and let's watch it together.
Are we allowed to? Yeah, we can do that
We
because they do
can do that,
reaction
yeah.
video. Yeah, we're not
Yeah.
claiming to own it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
If they demonetize us, oh well, we don't make money anyway.
Is this the one? Yeah, that's why I call it the punk rock podcast. Almost. I mean, it's not really.
Yeah.
It's low budget. Maybe
Yeah.
we should just stick to the low budget podcast.
Can't worry about not getting paid when you're already not getting paid.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
However, Bang, Rain, Monster, any of you guys want to start throwing us some money? Like,
Maxwell.
And you know
cassettes.
what? I actually last night did a free Monster sponsor, and today did a free Bang sponsor.
yeah. Look, we got them both right here. Here's mine. He's got a Bang.
I have
Yeah.
Maxwell
Yeah.
cassette. Bang!
Yeah.
Please send us a
Yeah.
Maxwell cassette. No, if you're gonna do bang, you got to do it like this. Bang! Like DDP.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking of like comic book.
No.
Bang with the
Where he
little.
holds it up, doing the diamond cutter. Bang! You know?
Yeah. No, seriously though, I drank enough rain that you guys should be paying me. So
Yeah. Pay the man.
just throwing that out there.
Pay the man.
So, per usual, as the last time we tried to use YouTube on my computer, it's not working.
Oh, okay. Well,
So
we don't have
that's
to do
why
that
I'm not
then.
gonna be able to pull it up.
We'll talk about it next podcast then.
Okay. Yeah, we'll get that. Yeah, because
But for those of you
hopefully
like
by
Dom
then-
sitting over here who doesn't know,
how about that? Next podcast. E3 is supposed to be, well, Nintendo
It's this
Direct
week.
is
yeah,
Tuesday. So we could talk about that. The Nintendo Direct. It's only supposed to be about 40 minutes.
I got distracted.
Oh, sorry. I did not see
Yeah.
this trailer.
This one says official gameplay reveal.
Yeah, was it today?
2 hours ago.
Yeah, that's it.
Bandai Namco Entertainment
Yeah.
259.
Oh,
So for people who don't know what Elden Ring is, which it seems like Dom is one of those people.
lay it down for us.
Elden Ring is a game by the people who make Dark Souls, but George R.R. Martin wrote the story for it.
So it's about to be dark AF.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Game of Thrones meets Dark Souls.
I want to play it, but when I heard the people that created Dark Souls made that, I'm like, probably not.
It's okay. You can watch me play.
Yeah, I will.
Maybe I'll start streaming just for that.
There
game.
you go. Join the Frocat stream.
Speaking of games,
Uh-huh.
Final Fantasy VII upgrade came out today.
Finally.
So
huh?
I know what I'm doing tomorrow. Unfortunately, I have a job now and can't just sit and play it for a week straight like I did the first time.
Yeah. I just saw for the very first time gameplay from that, and I still thought it was like the old turn-based from the PS1.
No.
Had no idea it was updated, and it actually made me go, I probably want to try this for
And
the
that
very
was
first
probably
time.
PS4.
Yeah, it was.
It's on PS5 now.
Well, I want to wait till the whole game is complete.
Oh, you're
do-
going to
are
be
they-
waiting a while.
I know. Are they going to do it? How many parts?
I don't know, but this first game
Uh-huh.
only takes place within the first disc of the 4-disc original game.
Okay. I was going to say, I couldn't remember how
Like,
many discs the original game was, so they'll probably do it in 4 installments is what I was
It could be
thinking.
longer because...
Well, memory and video and all
So,
that stuff.
sorry, this is spoiler warning
That's
right
all
here.
Spoil for me.
So, there are significant changes in the game.
I had heard that.
Like, you fight Sephiroth in this game, and in the original, you should not have fought him yet.
Oh, okay.
And also,
Does he
a
whoop that
character
ass?
named Zack. You see him in the game,
Uh-huh.
and they make it out to be that he is still a thing in this game,
Uh-huh.
whereas he is a character from the prequel Final Fantasy Crisis Core, where he was supposed to die,
Oh, interesting.
but they've made it look very much so like he's not dead,
Like
and that
he-
you might actually get to interact or even play as him within this Final Fantasy game,
Interesting.
which changes a lot.
so they're kind of going in and rewriting history
Kind of,
and the
yeah.
lore of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
that's
seeing
cool.
seeing Zack in a non PSP format game
I'm sure you're like,
is
wow.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that's
yeah,
cool.
that was a pretty big thing at the end of this game. So
Now, is Leon in this one, or is he in
no,
8?
that's Final Fantasy VIII.
Okay. I couldn't remember which one he was in. I just liked his gunblade. I thought the thing was cool.
Everyone does.
Yeah.
My favorite character is Vincent Valentine, and he is a Final Fantasy VII character, and I'm
Oh,
very
okay.
excited to see.
I didn't know he was in 7. I had heard of him too. I thought he was.
I'm very
dope.
excited to see what happens. But see, he had his own game called Dirge of Cerberus, so it makes me wonder if they're going to tie Dirge of Cerberus stuff into this game, if they're going to tie the movie Advent Children into this game, because Advent Children was kind of like a sequel movie to the game.
Interesting.
So, because they did announce, it's like a mobile game, but it's like you play through from Crisis Core all the way through Advent Children,
Oh, wow.
like all the way through,
Interesting.
everything included.
Huh.
But it's like a mobile game.
Is it all turn-based, like on the mobile?
Honestly, I didn't watch that reveal.
Yeah.
Jesse told me some about it, so I don't know.
Yeah. Interesting. That's interesting.
Go
I
ahead.
was about to say something and I lost my train of thought.
That's okay. That happens.
What was the?
Elden Ring was before Final Fantasy. And then I
Oh
brought
no,
up
it's Final Fantasy that I was actually going to bring up. So, or put in a little bit on. So, it's not that I'm not a fan of Final Fantasy, but I've never gotten into it because of their turn-based games. Whenever I tried playing Final Fantasy, I always ran into the turn-based games, and I thought that's all they ever were going to be. So I never looked into them. I never looked into lore and stuff. But Sephiroth, favorite character. I don't give a shit. He's just a badass. I love him.
Well, he's in
looks,
Kingdom Hearts, isn't he?
Shit.
Yeah, he's in Kingdom Hearts. He's in Super Smash Brothers now.
Oh wow.
Yep.
He's an awesome character, and he has a fucking big ass Masamune sword. So,
is he the one? Okay, yeah, he's the one that you fight in the first Kingdom Hearts in the arena.
I don't remember the first Kingdom Hearts very well, so I can't.
I think it was like the Hercules world that had like.
But yes, you do fight Sephiroth in Kingdom Hearts.
Okay, yeah, I just remember.
I believe you also fight Cloud in Kingdom Hearts.
Yes,
he has silver hair.
Yeah, long ass blade.
He is the reason why I like silver hair in video games. Like when I create a character, if I can pick silver hair, I pick silver hair.
I can see
and
why.
Him and like Leon from
8
Resident Evil.
Oh, that Leon.
Just different things like that. But I will tell you, Dom, for older Final Fantasies, Final Fantasy 12 is sweet. It is not turn-based. Final Fantasy 14 is an online MMO.
Which I tried to get into. I loaded it up and thought it was going to look a hell of a lot better than it does for PS5 because they released the PS5 version of it. I downloaded it, I logged in, I saw the characters, and I saw a little too much pixelation, and I was like,
See, I won't play it because it's a pay-to-play. You have to pay monthly to play it.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
So I must have been getting a free trial.
Yeah, you get a free trial when you first get it.
Okay.
And then Final Fantasy 15 is actually really awesome. It's like big open world and all of this. But Final Fantasy 7 Remake is just phenomenal. I don't really have anything bad I can say about the game. It looks great, it plays great, it moves great. It is not turn-based, so you would like it. I, however, prefer the turn-based style.
I like
Final Fantasy.
I like some turn-based. Like
I love the original Final Fantasy 7, 8, 10, like those three for sure. Legend of Dragoon is one of my all-time favorite games. I'm still really hoping for that remake.
Hey, fingers crossed for you.
Pokemon.
Well, yeah, Pokemon's a classic turn-based.
Yeah. There's a Digimon game out for
Pokemon
PlayStation. Which, by the way, we talked about this in our 90s thing. Remember the Digimon Digivices?
Yeah.
There was.
Oh, yeah.
I was at Barnes & Noble today, and they have them.
No way.
The original style, too, like the little square Digivice. They have them.
Did you get one?
No.
Oh. You'll have to.
I want to, but...
What'd you say right before the Digi? Oh, Pokemon.
Pokemon, yeah.
Pokemon, I think, is the only turn-based game that I've ever gotten into.
Yeah.
And it's because I didn't think of it as turn-based. I just thought of it as, man, do I want to catch them all like Ash on the show, you know? Back when I was a kid, I didn't think turn-based. But as I got older and realized what turn-based was in higher graphic fidelity games, I was like, why have this game look so beautiful but yet stuck in 2D and you can only move 5 marks a turn or something?
Not all turn-based games are like that, though. Just the fighting is turn-based. Like Final Fantasy 10. Final Fantasy 10 is a big open world, and like you walk around in a big 3D world, and your fights, it's all 3D, but it's turn-based. You have to select which attack you want to do, work out your combos and your attacks. See, I like that. I like the strategy aspect of that.
Yeah.
But I know what you're talking about. There's games like Fire Emblem where not only are they turn-based, but they're also limited with movement and stuff like that too.
You ever play Divinity Original Sin?
No, I wanted to, but I never got into it.
If you do, because the combat is turn-based, but it's open world.
Yeah.
If you ever get it for PS4 or whatever, or if they do a port for the 5, I don't know. Let me know, because that you can hook up and do 2-player.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, you split. It's a 4 people in the party. You take
I
one,
also
I take
want to play
one,
Persona.
do it that way.
It's a very Japanese like JRPG.
See, I
turn-based.
can't get into
You
some
fight
JRPGs.
dicks, like
Yeah.
literal like dick chariots.
Well, yeah, I can't do JRPGs. I just
But yeah, there's that. I was gonna say something.
uh-huh.
Oh, Pokemon.
Yeah.
So I didn't send this to either of you two guys. I sent it to some of my other friends, but I saw this TikTok. I'm about to ruin your guys' lives.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
You ready over there?
Yep, I'm turned up.
Okay. So this TikTok is a fan theory. Fan theory for Pokemon. The theory is, if you guys remember in the first episode of Pokemon, Ash and Pikachu were being attacked by Spearow.
In the thing flying?
And all the Spearow were attacking Ash. And Pikachu unleashes this big thunderbolt because it's raining.
Yeah.
And it shocks all of the Spearow and Ash. And, you know, he wakes up laying there with Pikachu. And not too long after that, Ho-Oh flies by. Well, what we now know to be Ho-Oh. But then it was just this gold creature that nobody knew what the hell it was.
Yeah.
If you remember that. You guys remember that?
Yeah.
Yes.
So this theory is, when Pikachu shocked Ash, it put him in a coma. So the entirety of the series, Ash is in a coma.
I want to say I've heard that before.
And what we're seeing in the series is what he's imagining in his head of what his life would be. That because there were only 150 Pokemon, but now all of a sudden they're discovering new Pokemon. All these legendary Pokemon are popping up, and he's never aged throughout the whole series.
Interesting. So
he's actually in a coma.
Something like that. That's yeah. Wow. I read something like that about
he's
Batman.
in the coma and he's still going on with the series. I know he's never aged, but how is he aware of the new Pokemon?
There aren't new Pokemon. He's imagining
making them up. Is what?
Yep.
Okay.
That's all in his head. That's what the theory is that Ash is in a coma. And the entire series that we watch from that point on is all what he's imagining in his head.
Huh. Interesting.
Obviously, that's not true.
Yeah.
Or, like, the writers would have probably did something about it. But
yeah,
that's a damn good theory, and it...
That's like the Courage the Cowardly Dog thing, where they're not in heaven or hell, they're in purgatory, and that's why all those weird shit keeps happening, and, you know, things like that. Creepypastas.
Return the slab. Return the slab.
Same thing, I think, like with that Ed and Eddie. I think they say it's purgatory for all the kids. They were like a horrific bus accident or something. I don't know, something. There are a bunch of creepypastas out there about them.
Yeah.
But that's a really good theory about PKMN.
PKMN. What are we at here, time-wise?
We are at 22 minutes.
Oh, okay. I thought we've been talking longer than that already. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah. No. So back to Pokemon. I remember we talked about getting the new Switch remakes of Diamond and Pearl.
Yes.
You're getting Diamond, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. Because let me know. I think that's what we said. That you were going to get Diamond. I was going to get Pearl.
I'm not going to lie to you. I might buy both.
Okay.
But
well, that's fine.
Yeah. But yeah. Diamond is the one that has that Arceus or whatever.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I've never played it either.
Me either.
I
kind of stopped after Emerald.
Yeah, I'll probably end up with Diamond. That's November, I think.
Yeah, this year.
Yeah, November 12th, if I'm right.
I think. Look that up, Catman. When you get a chance.
Yeah, it's not important.
Never mind then.
Yeah, it's not important.
Scratch that, Catman.
Yeah, we need to get...
Sorry, I was just messaging somebody.
You're all
real
good.
Quick. What was it? I can look whatever.
Pokemon Diamond and Pearl remakes, but I know it's November. That's all that's important.
I wish they would restart the whole series over like that and do...
I mean, they kind of have, though.
Yeah, but the Let's Go, I was really disappointed with that. I was hoping for, like...
Listen, I want where you start in Kanto.
I know.
You pick one of your 3 people, and you play through the game. You beat the Elite Four, and then you buy DLC, and then you go through Johto with the same team. But the level caps get higher, the trainers get harder, and all the new Pokemon are added. And then guess what? When you're done with that, more DLC comes out.
Yeah.
And you're in the next region.
I would pay
for each DLC.
Yeah.
Like every time.
I would too. As long as it's not like
as long
60
as it's
bucks.
a big open world where you can go through every region.
I mean, that would be, even if because if they connected,
it'd be great if it was just one game where you start at the beginning and go through all the regions. But I could understand them doing it as DLCs.
Oh yeah.
I would say for it to be worth a full price game, the first version of the game should be Kanto and Johto.
I was going to say that. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, but like you don't get the Johto Pokemon until you've moved on.
And
to
for
the
the
next
love
region.
of God, add the Orange Islands.
Oh yeah.
They were,
I forgot all about that.
Yeah, they were never in any of the games.
Yeah. Huh.
So, add that as like a fun little... I know that was more filler. I don't know if it's really canon or not, but I know that was kind of filler while they were writing Johto and finishing that up. But
you know what's funny? I was talking to some guys at Jiu-Jitsu about a guy who listens to our podcast. He's been catching up slowly. He just finished one that we had Cody on.
Oh, wow. Okay. Hey, guy.
But, yeah. What's up, Rich? Anyways, our podcast is about everything and anything.
Yeah.
But we talk an awful lot about music and Pokemon.
We do. We do.
Those two things get brought up quite often.
Yeah. I think it's because we know them.
Yeah, it's because it's there. So, yeah. I have a topic I want to bring up, but I'm going to wait until after our first break.
After the break,
if you have a topic you want to bring up, those will be lengthy, I'm guessing?
Yeah, they're going to be kind of lengthy. We could do them after the break, too. Let's do a quick one, yeah. Mixing them up, and then
if there's anything in there. Because, we haven't been able to add to our supply in a while. People should be sending us some things. Oh, this is a good one.
What is it?
Here.
Oh my God. He is.
Yeah, so
so am I, but he is too.
So it says Griffin the dog.
He's fat.
So
I miss Griffin.
Our buddy Jesse used to babysit his nephews. And his sister, he would stay at their house, and we would go over every once in a while. Well, they've always had these giant dogs. Like I'm telling you, these are like baby cow sized dogs.
Oh, they were huge.
And the one, his name was Griffin.
I loved Griffin.
And Blake would always fuck with him, and he'd just be like, "Griffin, you're fat." And the best part though is like Griffin would look all like embarrassed and like hide his face every time he did it. And like it was just so funny, and it's always just been one of those things. Sadly, Griffin's no longer around.
I would only do that because he would snuggle me on the couch.
Dude, he would snuggle you.
I fucking loved Griffin. He was so cool.
Yeah, he was a good dog. He was heavy. They have a real big Rottweiler now.
Really?
Like big.
Bigger than Griffin?
Way.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's that quick little story about Griffin the dog.
Griffin the dog. R.I.P. If I had a 40, I'd spill it out for him.
Yeah. I wouldn't.
Well, I don't drink 40s, but
me either.
Just buy one just to spill it out for him.
Yeah. So yeah, that was a good pull. That was a nice, quick, easy story to throw out there.
Yeah, about Griffin the dog.
Nice shout out to Griffin.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Rip.
Speaking of, you can rip that card up. Yeah.
Perfect.
All right, we'll go ahead and do our ad segment real quick.
Okay.
And then we'll get into some of your topics and some of my topics, and yeah.
All right, we're back.
We're back. Not that we actually went anywhere.
They don't know that.
Yeah, we actually just stayed sitting right here the whole time.
They don't know that.
They do now.
Yeah,
Breaking kayfabe.
Yep.
Done fucked that up.
Man. Killing the business.
Killing the business. So me first or you first?
Depends. I'm not going to do this top one. But this one that I saw, it was about a book called... Let me find it here. Oh, I wrote it here. All Tomorrows. Pull that up when you can.
All Tomorrows or Alt Tomorrows? Like
All
UL?
ALL.
Okay.
Tomorrows. That's the short name. It's like All Tomorrows and the 1 billion year history of it goes on and on. But it was written by C.M. Cosman. He was the writer and the illustrator of the book. I saw a 40-minute YouTube video and it was really neat. It was about humans colonizing the galaxy. They explore all over. It starts out basically like an advanced civilization from Earth that are still humans, and they go after several hundred years colonizing Mars. People on Mars, because the gravity is different, grow taller, lankier, skinnier, and then end up trying to fight their brethren on Earth in an interplanetary war. But it's not like we see in sci-fi movies. There's no fighter pilots. It's a lot of tension and stress and slow moving things, but when something hits, it could wipe out the planet essentially. Then they realized, we probably shouldn't do that. Let's help each other. So they get to a point where both humans evolve so much, and I'll get to that picture in a minute on what that thing's called. They get to a point where they evolve so much that they become what's known as the Star People, and then they start to populate the galaxy. They'll fly to planets that are close enough. Ones that are too far out of reach, they send like robots to create genetic life, terraform, and things like that. Well, eventually, the entire galaxy gets filled with humans and all these planets. And then, when he can, that picture.
It's up on the screen.
It's up on the screen. Yeah, that right there.
Right.
Those are called
here.
Those are called the Q, and they're an intrastellar, species of, and they're extremely hostile. They come from, basically they're just kind of like the Huns. They just kind of, or I'm sorry, not the Huns, the Mongols of the universe. They come in, wreck shit in a galaxy, and they hated the humans. They fought them in this huge war. So what they did was dumb them all down and turn them into other species, and would either take away their intelligence, watch them die, or just completely take them from being a human to a complete monstrosity. And it separates them, and then the story picks up again from these things that are no longer human but still have some sort of DNA, since we populated the galaxy, and changes over time, over billions of years, and shows how some of them now went from like almost cave dwelling simple things to interplanetary, intergalaxy things again, and making contact and stuff like that. They eventually defeat the Q, for ruining them, and it was really, really an interesting concept created by this guy. I mean, that's
two things.
Yeah.
First of all, very interesting.
It is.
I probably would not be able to read that book.
Me either.
But I do know a few people that I'm pretty sure watch this podcast, and
it's only 111 pages.
Definitely up your alley, most likely. Second thing, why were you making that face?
That face was because that page that we landed on of the picture that you were describing, had an ad across the top that said Loki.
Oh.
And it reminded me that the first episode of Loki launched either today or yesterday.
Yeah, I haven't got to watch it yet.
Watched it
yeah,
yet.
I haven't got to watch it yet.
Oh, he got his own series?
Yeah.
Yeah, Loki's got his own series.
Interesting.
Black Widow is going to have her own movie.
Oh, wow.
Wanda and Vision had their own series. Black Hawk.
I mean, you're not 100% wrong.
I'm not completely wrong here.
Hawkeye.
No, it was
Falcon.
I was about to say Black Falcon now.
Black Falcon. They call him Black Falcon in the movie because, it's in the movie they address race a little bit.
Yeah.
And like they don't dive into it, but they definitely address the racial issue of there being a black Captain America.
Yeah.
And how
that's in the series, by the way, not the movie, but that's in the series, by the way, not the movie, but
what do you mean?
That wasn't in the Captain America movie. That was in the Winter Soldier and Captain.
Oh, yes, my bad.
See, I keep calling him Captain Falcon. I'm waiting for him to punch someone.
Falcon Punch.
Yeah, but yeah, they do a very good job at addressing that without addressing that.
Yes.
Yeah,
Exactly how I
Yeah.
feel about it.
it's just like when, sorry, minor spoilers, but like when Bucky like first shows up to help his family and stuff, he's the only white dude there, and like like, but
But Bucky luckily was used to it because of Wakanda.
I was gonna
oh
say,
yeah, there's that too.
that happened to me one time at a family reunion of yours. You remember?
Yes.
Aaron and I were there. We're like,
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you were stuck in Wakanda.
no.
Like, when did this happen?
We were all amped. We're like, oh sweet, yeah, we get to meet Dom's family. We get out of the van. Ben just starts laughing. He goes, "You've never seen so many black people in one place before, have you, Blake?" And I'm like, just like, wow. And then I went, "No, your family's really big." He's like, "Shut up." So, but
Jeez.
yeah, I remember your grandma. She was awesome.
Yeah.
She was like, "Come here, honey, get a plate." I'm like, "All right."
Yep. That's my grandma.
Yeah, she was awesome.
Just like your typical
And
grandma.
I asked her, I
pretty
said,
much.
Yeah.
"What's your name?" She goes, "You call me Grandma." I said, "Okay." That's what I did. I never learned her name. I just always called her Grandma. So
Oh man.
yeah, she was always great.
But
The,
no,
like,
no, Don, we'll
3 times I
definitely.
met her.
Next episode, maybe we can talk a little more about Loki. But yeah, I have not got to watch it yet either.
That's what I was thinking.
There you
is put a pin in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's both watch the episode before next.
Well, we'll be able to watch
episode.
2 episodes by next week.
Ah.
Yeah. As long as we're on top of our shit, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you guys
I'll
do
have to
that,
make
and
sure.
then we could talk about
E3.
E3 and
Yeah.
the Nintendo Direct.
Yes.
Yeah,
E3.
E3, Nintendo Direct.
I'm really hoping that the Nintendo Direct. I mean, one can dream. 35th anniversary edition of Zelda. Please make it happen. But
Yeah.
I'm not holding my breath.
Yeah.
And I'm not holding my breath for Breath of the Wild 2 either. It'll
Yeah.
probably be the same thing. We're working
Well,
on
dude,
it.
that's-
More to come.
Well, you know what I want to see mostly from Nintendo Direct? We've gotten a new Pokemon game,
Yeah.
Sword and Shield.
Yeah.
We've gotten Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
We've gotten Mario.
Yeah.
I want to see Star Fox,
Oh my God. Yeah.
and I want to see them show more of Metroid.
Are they?
They've shown off Metroid already,
Oh, the fourth one
Yes.
or whatever. Yeah.
but I want to
yeah.
see more Metroid.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, where's Donkey Kong's love?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Rare owns that.
True, and I think Xbox owns Rare now.
Yeah. Even though he's
Put Donkey Kong
oh my
on
God.
Xbox.
Can you imagine and make it like the old 64 game with the guns and stuff?
Yeah, that'd be funny.
But
Make him and Banjo fight each other.
have jungle japes. Do 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 da 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 da.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, Nintendo does have like these good IPs, these good characters, and they get shown off in Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
But like a Luigi's Mansion,
Like a remaster of that would be
a new
cool.
Mario Luigi game would be good. Everyone wants Pokemon, everyone wants Zelda, and trust
Right.
me, I want Zelda.
Yeah, yeah. I want those more than anybody too.
I want a
but
release date for Breath of the Wild 2.
That's all
Give
we're
me
asking.
that. Give me that release date.
Yeah, that's all we're asking. I think if they're gonna do a Switch Pro, they're waiting for the Switch Pro.
Yeah, for sure. But still,
Yeah.
give us a date.
Yeah. Damn it.
And then, but that's what I'm saying. Star Fox. I remember, there was a Star Fox on the GameCube that was like an open world one.
Oh wow.
You had like a staff.
Uh-huh.
Like that was cool.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that was cool.
I thought it just kind of ended at the 64
Yeah.
because I know they had the Super Nintendo one and then 64.
Pikmin. Do you remember Pikmin?
I never played it, but I remember seeing it.
Yeah. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
I wonder how that would work though for Donkey Kong since it was a rare game, but a Nintendo IP.
I don't know.
Because he's still in like Smash Brothers and Mario Party and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, Smash Brothers. They've gotten so many characters now. Like
Yeah.
they have Solid Snake. That's no longer a Nintendo only property. They have Sonic. They
Yeah.
have Pac-Man. They have.
The Minecraft.
Is that on?
That's owned by Steve
Is
from
that on
Minecraft.
I didn't know that was on Smash Brothers though.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I think Microsoft owns Mojang now.
Yeah, but I mean, they did Sora from Kingdom Hearts. They have Cloud.
Oh, wow.
They have Sephiroth.
Yeah.
You know, so
Wonder how they're getting all the
Street
licenses.
Fighter. They have Ryu.
Oh,
from
wow.
Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Um,
Do they have anybody from Undertale?
I don't know, but they need Goku.
That would be cool.
But
It'd be like a cheat code to get Goku. You just win every time.
yeah. Like, you know, there's that little smash ball that if you get it, you get an ultimate attack.
Yeah.
Basically, if you're playing as Goku and you get that, it's over.
Yeah.
You just
It would still be fun though.
you
to
just
have
spirit
them.
bomb the whole screen.
Even if you lose, like it's just in that environment, it would still
Yeah.
just be fun.
But yeah, that
to
would be
have-
cool though. You just spirit bomb the whole screen, take
It's
everyone
over.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if they have lives left, then it's okay. But
Yeah.
if you wait till everyone only has like one life left, then
And you do
just
it.
spirit bomb everyone.
That would be cool.
So, anyways, you got any more on there?
Well, I did, but it was more about me having a bad day working for a soulless corporation and being angry about that.
Oh,
You know,
here, let me see.
it's the top part. Basically, yeah, go ahead. Read away.
Dear Stacy, I wish that we would hang. The superior race.
I did not put the superior race.
You did. The
Did I?
superior race of aliens known simply as.
Oh,
the
that. I thought you meant.
I was gonna say. I literally just read it.
I thought you meant something else. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
See, those are notes that I wrote for myself and only myself to understand. Somebody else would look at it and go, "These are the writings of a madman."
It kind of looks like that.
Yeah, and the way that I write, it looks like the writings of a madman. You know, I'm like, it annoys me that big soulless corporations use you up. They drain every bit of your soul and sanity, and even have you question your own morals. You know, things like that. But then, like, you know, if you just saw that laying around, you'd go, "This guy is a nut."
This guy's a nut.
And then you see the next thing: humans colonizing the galaxy, the superior race of aliens known as the Q, and then all tomorrow's CM. And you're like writer and author and illustrator. You'd be like, "The fuck is this guy doing?"
Yeah, it's just this grocery list.
Yeah, of insanity.
Yeah. Speaking of books, by the way, since
Yeah.
you brought up a book,
Yeah.
I haven't gotten very far into it. But I started reading Miyamoto Musashi's The Book of Five Rings.
I've never heard of that.
So the whole book isn't completely written by Miyamoto Musashi. There's a guy that kind of telling you a little bit about it, but
Who's Miyamoto Musashi?
so he is recognized as one of the greatest swordsmen of all time.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember the exact number, but it's like 68 some duels and never lost.
Was he a samurai?
Yes,
Okay, I think I've.
swordsman.
Okay.
but
Well,
uh,
a Ronin, I guess, would be the correct.
I don't even know if it's that. I haven't gone far enough into the book to give you too specifics. I only
Oh, okay.
know a little bit, and the stuff I'm going to tell you is what I know so far.
Okay.
But there's also a book just called Musashi
Uh-huh.
that actually tells about his journeys.
Oh, that would be cool.
He wrote this book, The Book of Five Rings, after he retired from being a swordsman, and it's kind of like it's about kendo and like the way of the sword.
Uh-huh.
And his way of the sword and stuff, but it's also very philosophical and honestly could be business orientated.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on, we got to pose for the Snapchat. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
anyways,
What?
I'm laughing at myself.
Out.
But anyways, he wrote the Book of Five Rings. There's a whole lot more behind it. It translates into other things. I can't remember the Japanese pronunciation for it, but I know from what I gather, there's like a lot of like businesses and stuff that will use this book as like a business practice.
Huh.
You know,
Interesting.
there's a lot of this stuff that you can apply to your everyday life to, you know, just help you live a better, more controlled and disciplined life.
Uh-huh.
But it also talks a lot about swordsmanship and his way of the sword. He fought his first duel to the death at the age of 13
Jeez.
against a grown-ass man
Uh-huh.
and beat him to death with a bokken.
Wow.
And if you don't know what a bokken is, it's a wooden sword.
Wow.
He beat
That's a training
grown
sword, right?
man.
That's a little bit heavier
Yes.
than regular.
He beat a grown man to death with a wooden sword at 13 years old.
See,
when I was 13, I was discovering certain things about myself and watching cartoons and riding bikes.
drinking
This
Mountain Dew,
motherfucker
hanging out.
was fighting for his life.
See, I think that that's really cool, like cultural wise, like with the Japanese, like, and mainly a lot of the Asian things in that peninsula, the Koreans, the Chinese, the Japanese, but you know, the way that they look at everything they master, everything, like painting. It's not just like how we see. It's got movement. It has meaning. It's you know, you're putting soul and you master just little things like that. And I just think that's really cool.
That's why, to me, to be honest, the Japanese culture, that is the way I would love to live my life. Like, if I wasn't already so Americanized,
yeah,
and like tied down, I would love to go live like on the outskirts of Okinawa and learn to live the Japanese way of life.
My dad was born there.
I know it's much different now than what it would have been in feudal Japan.
Oh yeah.
But still, like, they have a lot of, you know, their spiritualism, their, you know, their honor, their diet.
Yeah.
Like, you know, there's just so much that I would love to learn from them, and I'm gonna try to. That's why I'm reading this book. To be honest, I really want to read this book and try and apply some of the stuff in this book to my life. And then, like I said, I was also told to read. It's just called Musashi. It's not written by him, but it tells of his story, like when he, like these fights and stuff that he did, these duels.
Yeah.
Not all of them were to the death.
Well, yeah.
But most of them were.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously, he never lost because he didn't die from that. But yeah, it's very, very interesting. So I will say, as I'm reading this book, this is something I'll probably bring up a good bit on the podcast,
that'd be cool.
just for people to know.
Be interesting.
But yeah,
that's actually really interesting
Um,
about that. It's almost to like the way you were talking about, not the one just about him, but the other one where like
The
it's
Book of Five Rings.
Yeah, the Book of Five Rings. It almost sounds like a Jedi religion. You know, like
In a
think
way,
about
yeah.
it, like the studying of the blade, the
Yeah.
lifestyle, the choices, the spirituality, all of that. You know, everything having meaning and purpose, and you know, stuff like that. Like that's almost. I mean,
Yeah.
I know that's what they're heavily based on. You
Yeah.
know, or the samurai, but yeah.
No, I'm very interested to get more through it. And honestly, after I read both of those, you know, I'm sure people have heard of this one, but I want to read The Art of War. I've never read
By
The
Sun
Art of
Tzu?
War. Yeah.
And me either. I would like to try that.
But I've heard it's a good read.
Yeah.
And I also have a book called Shogun that I would like to read. Shogun is loosely based on man, why can't I
Shogunates?
remember his name?
The first one that united everything and had the long dynasty that lasted forever.
No, it's about the first white guy to become a samurai.
Oh, interesting. Kind of based on that movie.
The movie is based on this book.
Well, that's what I mean. Yeah,
You're
I
talking,
said that backwards.
Yeah, you're talking about The Last Samurai.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very loosely based. Neo, the game Neo,
Uh-huh.
is very loosely based on, and the main character, which is what I'm trying to remember his name right now, and it's pissing me off. He has the correct name.
Is that up, Catman?
Yeah, look up.
Nihho, right?
Yeah, Nioh.
Or Nioh. There you go.
You're trying to pronounce it?
No,
No.
just need the character
his
name.
main character's name.
Main character.
As soon as I hear it, I'm gonna be pissed because it's like right there on the edge of my name.
Yeah.
I keep wanting to say Jin Sakai, but that's
Neo William.
Oh yeah, William. Okay, it's not Neo William, but it's yeah, William something.
Yeah, Irish village.
Yes, Irish heritage. He becomes a samurai. In Shogun, his name's not
Interesting.
William. He has a different name in Shogun,
Uh-huh.
but that is who it's based off of. And Shogun is like, it's one of those novels where it's nonfiction. Like the idea and whole concept of the book is based on things that really happen, but there's fictionalized aspects of it.
Right. Yeah.
Like relationships and stuff like that. It's a very big book.
Sure.
And that's partially why I haven't read it yet. I actually own a physical copy of the book, but they're getting ready to do a film adaptation on HBO.
Oh,
so
they'll actually do it justice and
Yes.
have the right liberties with it, and that'll be great. As long as they don't have David and Dan, the guys that did Game of Thrones, touching it, because the first 4 seasons will be outstanding. And then after that, it'll be dog shit.
Honestly, I loved all of Game of Thrones until season 7.
Me too.
So
I'm just saying. Well, me too.
The
writing was just amazing in the first season, but I digress.
Well,
it's a whole nother thing.
1 through 5 they had the books. After season 5,
yeah, because I think season 1 covered all of book 1 and part of 2.
Yeah.
2 obviously was, but yeah, they missed out so many characters too, like fake Aegon and I
own the first Game of Thrones book. I've never read it, but I own it. That's something else. I've been getting back into reading more. I have so much I want to read. I want to finish reading the Witcher series. I would like to actually read the Game of Thrones series. These books I just mentioned that I want to read.
I really want to get A World of Ice and Fire.
Yeah, I have the book if you want to read it.
The World of Ice and Fire.
That's the new one, right?
No, the new one is Fire and Blood by the Targaryens.
Okay, yeah, that's the one I have.
Yeah, no,
the
World
one
of
that
Ice
just
and
came
Fire
out
comes with maps and a compendium of every single race.
Yeah, I don't have that, but the newest book that they put out, I do have that.
Fire and Blood. I started to listen to that audiobook a little bit, and it's interesting.
Yeah,
because I think it starts right before the Doom of Valyria or right after. I can't remember.
Another book that I need to read. I bought it a while ago, and I was supposed to read it. Do a quick plug, but I actually do. A guy I do jiu-jitsu with, his name is Ian. He's only like 19-ish, maybe 20. I'm sorry if I don't know your actual age, but whatever.
Like I'm 42, man.
No, he's not that old.
I'm just messing.
But yeah, young dude, very smart kid. Over the pandemic, he got bored and he wrote a book.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's called The Flesh Markets, roughly based on Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh, interesting. You were telling me about that.
Selling people and stuff. It's not a very big book. You can get it on Amazon for like $10 if you want to support like a local writer and stuff.
That's really cool.
I've had some people tell me, that it's a really good book. I haven't got to read it yet myself, but he's a smart kid. He knows what he's talking about most of the time. So that's on my list of things to read still. I bought it when he first released it. I just never got around to reading it yet.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely go check. It's called The Flesh Markets. His name is Ian Onuska, Onuska.
Okay.
So yeah,
sweet.
If people want to check that out, I'll give that plug there.
Give that plug. That'll be a good one.
Yeah.
I might have to pick that up too. That actually sounds really good.
Yeah. So, speaking of a guy I do jiu-jitsu with, thing I wanted to bring up.
Here we go.
So last night I got my blue belt.
I wish we could put in like a little applause thing. Woo!
I mean, he probably could, but we don't need to do that. So yeah.
Oh, did you bring it?
I had to do this.
I'm so happy you brought it. That's awesome.
I said this on Facebook, and I've said this to everyone I've talked to. All the possessions I have in my life, I'm a collector. I collect things, toys, cards. If it's able to be collected, I collect it. Video games, I'm one of the lucky few that got a PlayStation 5 on day one. Out of all the things I have in my life, I've never worked as hard as I did to get this. This blue belt means more to me than almost anything else I've ever gotten in my life. So I wanted to make sure I got to bring that up tonight. Like,
Yeah.
I got emotional over this thing.
We got it.
2 years of being choked repeatedly, broken and beaten. That's what this means.
But that's the test, isn't it? You know?
And like I said on Facebook, getting this was just the prologue of my video game.
Right.
You know, now I'm starting the main campaign.
Yeah, you did the training level.
Yeah. You know, they say in jiu-jitsu, it's all about the journey, and everyone's journey is different. Some people get their blue belts in a year. You know, it took me like 2. It's going to be different for everyone. But like, really try not to be sappy. I've never been more proud of myself for anything I've ever done. Jiu-jitsu has become the second most important thing in my life. I'm saying a lot.
It's okay.
So
May I?
yes, go ahead.
Okay.
So that's why I brought it with me. I wanted to make sure it's there.
I like that. It's really awesome.
I am really happy. I want to throw this out there that it's this awesome dark blue
Yeah,
color,
man.
because Gracie Baja just switched to this dark blue belt. It was this like really light blue color.
I was gonna say I do like that dark royal blue.
Like, so in a way, I'm kind of glad it took me this long to get it, because like this is a much cooler blue in my opinion. But not that matters, but it's still cool.
Well, I know I told you in the car and online and shit, but I'm gonna say it again. Congratulations again, man.
Thank you.
I know
sir.
how hard you work for
Thank
that,
you, sir.
and it really like even just like being a close friend of yours, I really am proud of you for that. You know that you stuck with it, and that, like you said, you got choked repeatedly and all of that. That's something to really hold your head up high and be proud of, and that's awesome
Thanks,
and amazing.
man.
You know,
And
it really is.
That's part of the reason why I wanted to bring it up here with you tonight. In all the time you've known me, would you ever have expected me to do this? Because I don't.
To be honest,
Yeah.
when you focus in on something and you want it, you get it. It's you don't.
They're on screen for everybody to see right
There it is.
There it is.
Awesome, man.
Me and Coach Tim.
You do. You have this way about you of when you focus in and you like so get in on something, you go for that goal, and you do achieve it. You know, but something is meaningful as this. You know, I don't know. At first, when you talked about jiu-jitsu, to be honest, at first I thought he's like, maybe he'll be into it, maybe he won't. But then when he kept talking about it, I'm like, no, he's passionate about this. He's going to go all the way with it. And I knew, like, I had an idea, and that's what makes me happy is that you stuck with it, and that, like, when I hear you talk about it, I hear the passion in your voice. I hear the excitement, the care that you have for it. You know, like. It really is something that you truly care about, that you truly believe in, and I'm happy that that you got here to this level.
Thank you, man.
Hopefully,
like, really, that means a lot.
And I didn't mean any of that in a negative way. So
No. Trust me, I did not take any of that negatively at all.
Okay, good.
But something I wanted to talk about. Another reason why I brought this up. We had Cody here. We talked about jiu-jitsu. Like, we talked a little bit about ourselves with jiu-jitsu, but we mostly talked about jiu-jitsu as a whole.
Yeah.
And I kind of want to, elaborate on myself with jiu-jitsu. And I made a Facebook post about this last week and stuff like that. But, last week our coach, asked a few of us, why do you do jiu-jitsu? Like, what's your inspiration? And he asked Cody first, and Cody said the team, being on a team, being a part of the team with everyone, and then coach asked me, and it kind of put me on the spot. And like, I'm not going to lie, I almost straight up said Cody. Like, Cody's what inspires me to do jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
So shout out to Cody.
Inspirational guy, man. He really is.
And, but I said, I don't want to steal his his thing, but you know, it is the team, you know, it's being on the team with everyone. But you know, I went home and I was like thinking about that, and I ended up making a Facebook post, but you know, I'm going to tell it again. You know, I had no intentions of ever doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. 2 years ago, literally 2 years ago today is a month before I started, and I would have never ever thought about doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu at all. You know, I was working at the Pottery for my dad. You know, I was severely out of shape. Honestly, I had some mild depression issues going on. Just like, I didn't know where I was. You know, I didn't know where I was going. Didn't know what I was doing. And I wanted to get back in shape. And, you know, I've always had the Y memberships. You know, my wife and I would go to the Y, and, like, you know, I would lift and work out a little bit here and there. And I'd always say, you know, I want to get back in shape, you know, all this stuff. But I couldn't commit.
Right.
Even when I went to the gym, I wasn't losing weight.
Yeah, you were just going through the motions.
And things like that. And I had a buddy of mine that I reconnected with on Facebook, Chase Ward. I don't know if you remember him, but
sounds familiar.
Yeah, but I was talking to him. You know, he's done martial arts basically his whole life. You know, like 3rd degree black belt in Taekwondo. And I've always wanted to get into Taekwondo. You know, I wanted to be able to kick someone in the head.
I took that when I was younger. It was a lot of fun.
So like he said he would like help teach me a little bit and stuff. And, you know, I was thinking about doing that. And Garrett, you know, had been doing jiu-jitsu and basically begged me to come try a class. And I went and tried that class and I was hooked. It was different. It was intense. I almost threw up. I had to walk off the mats at the end of the night, like, because I almost threw up. I still have yet to throw up after a class, but I did recently had to walk off the mats once before too, because I wasn't feeling the best. But
do they puke buckets all around?
No.
Or trash cans?
It's called the lawn outside.
Oh.
But
yeah, because that shit'll stink in a hot ass gym like that. Oof.
Oh yeah. So anyways, you know, I started, and my plan was, you know, do it 2-3 times a week. Like, I just wanted to get in shape.
Yeah.
But after my first week, you know, I started going pretty much every day. 4, 5, sometimes even 6 times a week I was going, and I love it. Like, I feel bad sometimes. I'm going to say this on here. I feel bad sometimes because, like, there are days where, you know, my wife goes, "Are you going to class?" And I say, "Yeah." And like, she's kind of like, "Oh, you should stay home with me." And I'm like, "No, I'm sorry. I got to go to class."
Yeah.
You know, and I will stay home for her too. Like, I want to spend time with her. I don't want anyone to think that I'm saying like she's annoying me, because that's never a thing. Like, actually, we've been together almost 8 years, and I can say she has like never ever annoyed me.
Oh no.
So, I don't want people to think that, but it's just that's how important this has become to me. Missing class is like me missing a part of myself now.
Yeah.
You know, when I started going, that was the big thing. The team there, the people. It's like a family. You know,
Yeah.
coaches said that. Yeah. It's like a family. We talked about this a little bit when Cody was here, but it's like a family. Like, I see these people at jiu-jitsu more than almost anyone else in my life. You know, coaches even said there's times where he sees the people in the gym more than he sees his own wife.
Wow.
You know, and honestly, it's kind of the same for me sometimes, depending on her work schedule and mine, especially now that I'm back to work.
Yeah.
You know, recently going back to work, I get up at 3 a.m. I work till about 1, 2 o'clock. I go home, I nap, I wake up, I go to jiu-jitsu, I come home, I go to sleep, and repeat the next day.
Yeah.
You know, when COVID hit and the gym had to shut down, that first couple of weeks, like, it was kind of nice, you know, not doing anything, but at the same time, like, I missed jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, you got that itch.
And Cody, you know, his need for jiu-jitsu is much higher than mine. And we eventually were like, screw it. Let's do it at the house. Like,
yeah,
he had these like little thin mats or whatever. We basically were just rolling on the floor. But I would go over to his house and we would roll for 5 hours straight.
Wow.
Like, barely even stop.
Yeah.
You know, and that was our way of getting it in. There were these Zoom classes eventually that we could have did that honestly I should have done.
That's for something like that, I feel is harder to do and get the idea of like, you know, how to do the whole properly. I just feel bad, you know, because, you know, my coach took time out of his day to, you know, make these videos and stuff. And I should have did them. I can't go back and do them now, obviously, but it's whatever. But like, I was still doing jiu-jitsu even during quarantine. And as soon as the gym opened back up, you know, every Tuesday and Thursday we had morning classes. I was there in the morning and at night. You know, I rarely missed until about October. And then last October till January, I had to take 4 months off for stupid reasons I wish I wouldn't have. And then when I came back at the end of January, you know, we had morning classes every day now. Yeah.
So until recently, I was going twice a day, pretty much every day. So there's a lot of blood, sweat, tears, time, sacrifices.
Oh yeah.
In this belt.
Yeah.
I just want to say that, like, for people, like, when I started going, my first month I dropped 20 pounds. I started eating better because I felt like crap at jiu-jitsu because of the way I was eating. You know, I started eating better. You know, you start getting that discipline.
Yeah.
You know, that I need to be here. I need to do this. You meet great people. And I will say, since I've started jiu-jitsu, not only have I been healthier, but I've been happier.
Yeah.
Mentally, you know, physically. You know, Cody's one of my best friends in the world right now. And I would have never met him if it wasn't for jiu-jitsu. And, you know, I know he has my back.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Garrett's who got me into jiu-jitsu, and he's still there with me. You know, like, I've gotten other friends into jiu-jitsu. But, you know, it's an experience. So anybody out there listening, you know, if you're not happy with life right now, and you feel like your life is missing something, and you want something that not only will make you feel good, but also can protect you on the street, I definitely suggest giving jiu-jitsu a try. If you're in this area, well, kind of. If you're in the area of people who's listening to me, I train at Gracie Baja, Beaver County. We're in Beaver, PA. It's about a 20 to 30 minute drive for me, and it's worth every minute of the drive. There's also Andrew Pardis in Weirton, West Virginia. Andrew Pardis is a good guy, you know, but just look up jiu-jitsu in your area and give it a try. Almost all schools give you a free class. Our school gives you a free class. But it can do a lot for you. Like, if I were to get attacked on the street right now, I feel like they'd be the one in trouble.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean,
you know, but
they
that's
have
the
blue
thing.
belts in the UFC. You know what I mean? That are killing machines. I mean, they really are. You know,
our coach says all the time, a blue belt in jiu-jitsu will beat a black belt in almost any other martial arts.
Yeah.
You know, Michigan actually just, I think, either passed or is trying to pass a law that all cops have to hold a BJJ blue belt.
Wow.
It's a big deal. It really is. Like I said, this is the most precious thing I own in my life right now. And I earned it. I didn't pay for it.
No.
I didn't study for some test. I earned it.
Yeah.
But I really want to express that to people. Like, we have a lot of cops that train with us, ex-military. You know, we have people, we have older guys. We have one dude that's like 64 years old and he's still training.
Wow.
Like, it doesn't matter how old you are. Doesn't matter if you're a guy or a girl. You know, there is something you can get benefit from doing jiu-jitsu. Whether it's just health, protecting yourself, self-worth.
Yeah.
You know, and that's another thing, you know, this gave me self-worth.
Well, I've noticed like a lot more confidence in you too since you've started, and it's not like in a cocky, like, oh, you know, like, it's just self-confidence. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But, and you know, like, some people say, like, you know, getting the next belt doesn't make you better or worse or a different person. But I will say, just from last night, from getting this belt, I am a different person.
Yeah.
Because I've earned this. I know what it takes to earn this, and I know what it's going to take for me to go to the next level.
Well, and that's the thing that I think we talked about on the way down here that I really respect and liked about how you got, how you get this. It's not like you said where most martial arts you pay for the test, you pass or fail, and if you pass, you paid to get to the next level. This is truly earned. Like you said, your coach or professor looks at you and they determine, are you ready? Are you dedicated enough? What are your actions on and off the mat? What are your actions inside and outside of the I don't want to say dojo, if that's correct.
Dojo,
gym.
Academy, gym.
Yeah. They look at that. They want to see that. They want to see, do you truly earn this? Are you
and that's the thing too,
like
these other martial arts, you take your test, you pass the test, you get your belt, you're like, yes.
Yeah.
This one, at the end of every class, we line up on the wall, coach gives speeches, and every once in a while he goes, I have a couple of promotions today. Some people might get stripes, but when he calls your name and you have those 4 stripes on your belt, and he pulls that new belt out of his gi, like last night when it happened, everyone cheering for you, everyone's clapping, and it's a big deal.
Oh yeah.
Like I got real emotional last night. I can't lie.
Well, it's a big thing. Like you said, it's a big deal. It's a big thing. It's
and I can't say for myself, last night was a huge surprise. Because I've talked to my coach about it in different ways. I knew it was coming eventually. But there are times where you have no idea it's going to happen. I've seen videos of professors rolling with people, and in the roll will pull a belt out and put it on them in the middle of the roll.
Wow.
Like, I've seen videos of, actually, I'll mention him, Andrew Pardee. Like I said, he has a class. He was a purple belt. He was a purple belt for a while. And there's a video of when he got his brown belt, he had his back turned, and when he turned around, his professor was standing there with a brown belt. And,
wow.
So that's the thing about jiu-jitsu. Like, when you earn it, you earn it.
Yeah.
You sometimes you don't know it's coming. So
I think when I took Taekwondo, I liked that because the teacher was he was very much that way. You don't pay to get the stripe on your belt. You don't pay to take the test. He feels if you're ready and you're like, I'm ready. He's like, all right, prove it to me. And if you do it, great. He's like, you were a little sloppy. I remember trying to test for something and he's like, no, not yet. I just went from my white to yellow belt and I didn't get it. And I was like really discouraged in myself, but Aaron got it, I was like, whoa, but he wanted it more. He would be out, he would practice, he would, do everything he needed. And I thought that was really cool that it's like, it kind of humbled me a little bit where I thought, oh yeah, I got it. I don't need to do it. And then Aaron worked with me. He's like, no, man, like you really, and then I got mine too. He was really close to getting his orange. And then I think we had to quit, but he was really good at it.
See, that's the thing too.
And I liked that he would test you. Yeah. Not test you, but feel like, do you earn this? Because there was a kid there that was a brown belt for a long time. He said, oh yeah, I'm really trying, 4 stripes. He's like, I'm really trying to go for it. I've tested and I've messed up a couple times. He wouldn't pay. It would be, how bad do you want this?
Yeah.
I respected that.
And that's the thing. And this goes for all martial arts, but it's also for jiu-jitsu. And Coach says it all the time. A lot of high level people say it, but a black belt in jiu-jitsu is a white belt that never quit.
Right. That's the truth.
I hear Coach say this. Cody says this all the time too. And when you're in the gym, it's not about who's the best. It's about who's left.
Right.
So I mean those are some pretty powerful words there.
Yeah.
In both cases. So yeah, it really does mean a lot to me. And what I want this for people listening, I'm not just trying to talk about myself, but I really want to instill to you, if you're already doing jiu-jitsu, if you're one of my teammates, keep doing jiu-jitsu. Come in and give it your all every single time you're there.
Yeah, put the time in.
And if you're somebody who's never tried it and you're looking for something and you want martial arts, jiu-jitsu is the most practical martial arts for you to use out on the streets. It will save your life and it will make you feel better. We've been talking about this for a while. I know we're probably well over our hour now.
It's okay. I was trying to keep track. I couldn't really tell. We're
I had myself turned down there for a second, but we're at 46 minutes right now.
okay. I was close when I kept checking.
Do you hear him in your ears? Because I don't hear him in my
I don't
ears.
hear him at all. You said 46 minutes. So.
But yeah. One way or another, though.
I did have a quick question.
Yeah.
About this.
That's where the stripes will go.
I was gonna ask, is that where they?
Yeah.
So when you get them, are they all a specific color? Or will the next stripes be purple?
No, they're white stripes for the most part.
Okay.
There are red stripes and black stripes that he uses like on kids' belts.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I don't really know the significance of the different stripes on the kids' belts. Only because I really haven't asked any questions about it.
Yeah.
I'm sure I will learn. Because that's another thing too. Now that I have the blue belt, I will eventually start the coaching program to be
There you
able to
go.
start like helping coach with the kids and help out more.
Now, when he does it, is it like white electrical tape?
Basically,
Kind of.
they're
like-
pre-lengthed.
Oh,
Like, he
okay.
has them.
Yeah.
Some
cool.
some gyms just use like athletic tape.
Yeah.
It all depends, essentially.
Yeah.
But
Well, that's cool.
yeah, it's gonna be a while for those, but that's okay. But yeah, I just I wanted to make sure I got to talk about that.
Yeah.
Express what jiu-jitsu really means to me, and really push out there to people like, don't be afraid. Go try it. Is it gonna be hard? Yes. Jiu-jitsu is one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life.
Oh yeah.
I get choked. I get armbarred. I get ankle locked. I get people putting their fingers up my butt sometimes, Those things happen.
Cody. I always say
I
that.
wasn't gonna
I
say
always
it.
say that because I love Cody, and I
wasn't
think
gonna say
he
it.
would just look at me and go, oh, "Come on, man."
Actually, there's a guy that's worse about it than him, but
Not Cody. Rich.
and it's not
kidding,
either.
yeah.
You're just
Ian.
naming names that you've heard.
Yeah, yeah.
It's none of them.
Coach.
I
I'm
don't
kidding.
think so.
I'm kidding.
Um,
Kidding. I don't know any of these people other than Cody.
Yeah.
I always say that out loud if you're
Testing.
listening.
Yeah,
We
there,
got
there
you.
it is.
Hey, there, I'm back. I
Yeah.
just wanted to see if it would work. Continue. My
Yeah,
bad.
you're there.
I'm always saying that because I love Cody, and he was, friend of the show.
Yeah. But it's one of the hardest things you'll do. The hardest part about jiu-jitsu is stepping on that mat.
Yeah.
But once you're there, like I said, the people, the atmosphere, the self-worth, honestly, that is the most important thing that I've gotten out of it is self-worth.
You need to watch Green Room.
Oh, yeah, I was supposed to do that, wasn't I?
Yes, you need to watch it. There's a dude in it. All I'm saying is he knows jiu-jitsu and uses it in a real-life situation.
Interesting.
And it works.
Since you said it, also, if people are interested, there is a movie called Born a Champion with Sean Patrick Flannery, which if you don't know who Sean Patrick Flannery is, he was one of the Boondock Saints. But he is a BJJ black belt, and this movie is primarily about jiu-jitsu, and it's a really good story. It tells a lot about jiu-jitsu and what it is and what it's for, and really good movie. Definitely suggest watching that. But yeah, that I'm gonna stop ranting about jiu-jitsu now. Just like I said, if you're interested, hit me up and I can get you in contact with my coach to come try a class. We're located in Beaver. I don't know where everyone is that's listening. I mean, most of you are primarily probably where we're from because we're local guys. But if you're out there, Gracie Baja has like 500 plus schools around the world. So
10th Planet.
I mean, yeah, there's 10th Planet.
But they're expensive.
I mean, listen, So is Gracie Baja. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's expensive, but it's worth every penny I pay for what I get out of it.
Really?
So that's the thing. A lot of people will look at that price and go, "Oh, I can't afford that." But it's one of those things you got to think in your life, like, do you really want it? Do you need something in your life that'll make you feel the way something like this can?
Yeah.
And there's no price for that. Not that he would, but if, Coach had to raise prices for any reason, that would not deter me.
Right. You're dedicated.
So it's just an all around good experience. Like I said, 2 years ago, I would have never imagined myself where I'm at doing what I'm doing. Never in my life would I have thought that I was going to do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And you brought it up, when I was young, I did karate.
Yeah.
I tried Taekwondo. I even went to this MMA gym when I was in college for like 2 weeks.
Oh, wow. That's cool. I
But
didn't know that.
I didn't do shit there. So, but as a kid, I did not stick with either of those long enough to even go to the next belt. I've never earned a belt in any martial arts until now.
Yeah.
So, and one martial art I always really liked was judo, and I'm learning judo in jiu-jitsu.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
I mean, it's a win-win.
Yeah. Win.
So, yeah.
That's awesome.
I gotta shut up.
So another cool, fun movie to watch. It's not as serious.
SpongeBob SquarePants movie?
No, it's not as serious and dark as Green Room, but it's called Losers Take All. It's a really good one. A lot of fun. It's an indie movie. Came out 2011. So it's a good one. It's about a band that, guys that form a band write some songs, get signed to an indie label and thrown out on a tour, and just kind of like, it's kind of close to the realest thing I've ever seen in like you made it big kind of movie. I don't know, about a band.
Had to get music in this episode somewhere, didn't you?
Yeah, had to. But you should watch it. It's a good one.
Will do.
Green Room's about music too, but it also has a scene where a guy uses some BJJ and.
Well, Keanu Reeves uses jiu-jitsu in John Wick. Well, no, he doesn't use it, but when he walks in the room, there's people doing jiu-jitsu on the floor in that room.
Oh, cool.
In John Wick.
That's cool.
I'm pretty sure there's a flying armbar in that scene.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so.
It's awesome.
All right. Let's end this episode.
Pokemans.
Yeah, so you can find me on Facebook, or you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Sir Andrew Waddle.
Lap.
Go ahead, guys. You do your thing.
Blake first.
Oh, I'm on Facey Pages as Blake or Powerbomb Records. It's also on InstaSlam as Powerbomb Records Official. Yeah. If you have a band and you want to put out a tape and I think you're good, I'll help you with it.
Does it have to be a tape?
They sell better than CDs.
That's fair.
I'll help you with the CD. You want to do a CD? We do CD.
What if it's vinyl?
Don't have the budget for vinyl. I really wish I had the budget for vinyl. I know where to go. I can tell you where to go, but I can't.
Yeah.
I can help you sell your vinyl, but I can't do vinyl. I don't have vinyl budget.
Dom, where can they watch you play video games at?
At the Vidjas.
So, yeah, let me make sure I'm showing up in the mixer real quick. Yes, I am.
Ugh.
I'm just going to pull something up on the screen real quick because, I've never done this before for myself.
See if you can do it. Oh, check that out.
There's my page for everybody to see. This is where I stream from. If you click this top one here, it says start watching. It's saying the broadcaster has indicated that this channel is intended for mature audiences. That is for a reason. I cuss a lot. I do have family-friendly streams when my son is on it, but they will be specifically marked as family-friendly. Aside from that, you just click on play, and you can start watching my previous streams, or when I go live, my live page will be here. So yeah, I just wanted to show that off real quick because I just thought of it since
That's
we have
awesome.
that, the capability of.
Do you want me to do
now.
that disclaimer before your video? Before your videos? This channel is for mature audiences only. Viewer discretion advised. Oh,
I could cue it in like a.
That was actually pretty good.
Yeah, you like that? I've been working on like epic voiceover guy and one for you specifically. It's been a Nicolas Cage one. I've been working on it all week.
Oh, don't ruin it yet. Perfect it.
Okay.
I want to hear the perfected version.
Because I might have to stand up to do it.
Yeah.
Part of it. I'm going to keep working on it.
And no, we're not naming our kid Nicolas Cage Waddle.
No, Blake Nicolas Cage
Waddle. No. No.
I knew if I got to Caitlin first, the Blake, I know she'd be like, "Fuck no." That's like a big hard no on that. But
which real quick, I want to say we're not having kids.
No.
Now.
It's just me being
I know, but just the viewers who are listening.
Yeah.
Not having kids.
Don't get excited, Mom. AJ's. Yeah. She'd be like, "Why is AJ having a kid? What? Why did you tell her?" Like she'd be so excited for you guys.
Yeah.
No. They're not having. No. It's just. It was a hypothetical and me being an asshole hijacking their Facebook post.
So, anyways, with this extremely long outro we're doing, so
yeah,
Dom,
sorry.
Showed all of his stuff, and I want to say this. Usually, I let him do all of his own talking, but like every show, we've let Dom do his thing. Talking about his Twitch and all of this stuff because he does the sound for us. He makes us sound good. He's got this awesome studio set up. But seriously, people, if you like video games at all, at least go give this guy a follow.
Yeah, check him out.
Watch what he's doing. He streams basically every day. He's been streaming for 3 hours at a time.
He's a
but like this is something
madman.
that like if he could make money doing this and like make a living, it's what he wants. So this is us trying to help him the best we can. So make sure like don't skip over this part.
Yeah. Check it out.
I greatly appreciate that that little lead in right there. So to finish off what I just shown you on the screen there, you can follow me at twitch.tv/I'm_Froboy. I did make a new Twitter now. It's I'm_Froboy_. Don't follow I'm_Froboy because you'll notice he's not following anybody because it's a hacked account.
Yeah.
So remember, Twitter I'm_Froboy_. Twitch I'm_Froboy, and Facebook just Froboy.
Got it.
There you go.
Got it. So yeah, go hit all those like, share, subscribe buttons on pretty much everything.
Boop, boop, boop,
for
boop,
us
boop.
as well. And to do that for us, you can go to our website, www.tgrhpodcast.com.
Nailed it.
Or follow any of our social medias at TGRH Podcast. That's all from us. Later,
That's all, folks.
motherfuckers.
I'm out!